Shabbat Shalom, Temple Sinai. This Shabbat, we reach the climax of the Joseph story. Joseph and his brothers reconnect, and Joseph acknowledges himself, and then Jacob returns. And Joseph does something really fascinating. Throughout all of his tsuras, all of the problems, Joseph could have said, I survived this myself, and it's all about me. And he never does. Instead, he gives the authority to God and says, to his brothers, you didn't make this choice, God did. God sent me down here to prepare and to take care of you, and you guys don't need to carry any of the guilt. It's an extraordinary statement of faith that Joseph gives us. For most of us, it's a pretty hard thing to replicate. Are we really willing to turn over to God and say, God's the one who's doing all of this? Can we find it in ourselves to give God that kind of authority? It's a tough challenge living in the modern world. But Joseph gives us a wonderful model. A model to aspire to, a model to say, God does have a role in our lives and God can do things for us. So as we celebrate this Shabbat, I hope you'll take a few moments to consider the things that God tasks us to do and how we respond to those tasks. Shabbat services Friday evening will be at 7 o'clock as usual, but we will be in the chapel rather than the sanctuary. So we hope you'll join us. Of course, we'll be on Zoom and on live stream as well. Saturday morning, Torah study at 8:30 and services at 9:15 in the Minyan, again in the chapel. And next week, things are pretty quiet. In fact, the temple office is closed for the week, and next door is closed for winter break. So it's a time to sort of recharge, and we hope you'll do that, and we look forward to catching up again after the new year. For now, a Shabbat of considering God and the role of God in our lives and how we can find credit to give to God for things that we do and we enjoy in our own daily lives. Shabbat Shalom for now. Look forward to seeing you at the temple.